Hi, my name is Rob Mudge. I'm with the Kelowna Fire Department, which is located in British Columbia, Canada, a town of around 150,000 people. Our fire chief right now is Dwight Seymour, and we just did a 107-foot dual axle truck here at Pierce. Let's come check it out. Nothing too fancy up here in front of the truck, pretty standard. Set up for both the driver and the officer over on the other side. Headsets and the digital displays, one on each side for the officer and the driver. The dual auto ejects for the electrical and the air, so we could save some time when we're leaving the hall. Crew cabinets in the back. We've got a couple of EMS cabinets that will store some small tools and battery operated equipment. Make sure we keep them out of the elements. With our cross lays, we went with the hose trays just to help with ergonomics. Make sure firefighters aren't getting hurt, not lifting over their heads. Again, pump panel, we like to keep things pretty simple where we're at in Kelowna, so not a big lot of fancy electronics, so more of the old school gauges. We do have a step here for pump operators that they can utilize. And this is a dual stage pump, which will give us a higher pressure. So up top, we've added cameras where the outriggers are to help when we're deploying our outriggers, so we can see what kind of safety issues we might have when deploying our outriggers. The operator, when he's setting up, can check out to see what's going on. And again, just pretty much standard depth cabinets back here that we'll store a lot of our small tools on. This is a tool board that we'll use. We'll be able to utilize this front and back, so we can use both sides, so we can mount a lot of our hand tools in here and make sure they're kept out of the weather. And again, just full depth cabinets that we'll be able to utilize. Most likely in here we'll have ladder belts or fall arrest devices when we're climbing on top of the ladder. Again, just more full depth cabinet storage. This truck will have a lot of our PPV fans, gas powered fans, electric fans, for any time we have to do any ventilation in large commercial buildings. This is a rear mount ladder, so pedestal at the back, so we'll have an operator here looking after that, and we'll also probably have somebody at the tip of the ladder controlling any of the short-term controls. One of the things I like about this truck is the way the step ladder comes out. Climb up, it gives you a safer climbing angle, so guys aren't getting hurt if they're trying to climb up or down off the ladder. We'll just keep working our way right to the back. Just a separate 4-inch aerial inlet, so we can just supply water right to the aerial itself and not going through the pump. We keep our ladders through here and some pike poles, some 35-foot ladders, some 16-foot ladders, and also some assorted pike poles. When we go to deploy our stabilizer jacks, these are the controls for the stabilizer jacks. Again, very easy to go through and utilize. One of the other things we have here is we have a remote. This is our hose chute. This is where all our high vol hose comes in and out of. So our hose bed is down towards the front of the truck. We're able just to pull our high vol 4-inch hose out when we're catching hydrants to make sure that we have water supply. Again, just more cabinets here. We carry a lot of tools on our trucks. We're a smaller department. Our manning isn't as big as some other places, so we have to be more utilized with the equipment that we have. Nice big rollout tray here for any of the heavy fans. It's a 250-pound rollout tray. So again, when we're lifting up the heavy fans off of it, ergonomically, we could get out right in front of it instead of having to reach in and maybe possibly hurt our backs. SCBA storage for bottles. So this is where we have our Scott bottles, our spare bottles. We'll keep them in here. So we've got a place for 3 on this side, 3 above the wheel well. And then we also have a cabinet here that will take 4 with this kind of hidden door where we could place another bottle down in behind. So we'll have 10 spares altogether. And again, a cabinet like this will probably have a couple fans in here. We might mount some appliances up here to help with any kind of hose fittings or connections. Again, this is the same as the other side with the 3 bottles. So this will be the 3 Scott bottle spares. And around both sides of the truck, you'll see that down below we've got mounted step chocks. So anytime that we're either going to be using ladder operations or we're parked somewhere, so we could chalk our tires. And again, as mentioned before, we have the cameras that come out. They'll show us inside the officer compartment, or the officer in the cab, what we're setting our outriggers up on, in case there's a manhole, if we need a short jack, or maybe there's just an obstacle in the way. And again, just pretty standard size. We're not a big frill department, so we went with a black background instead of any brushed stainless. So again, it just makes things easier to wipe off and to clean as well. And again, this is just identical to the other side, another EMS cabinet on the one side. We'll probably have some kind of flashlights, maybe some reciprocating saw batteries left in these cabinets to make sure that they're out of the weather. And then lastly, Canadian flags. We're a pretty proud department, so we've got some Canadian flags mounted throughout the truck. So in closing, just want to say thanks to our rep that we had, Darren Daviduck. He was a great resource for us. Also being able to open up the Pier store for us down here. It's been such a great experience. Everyone down here is so bought into what they're trying to do. It's very refreshing to see from my standpoint. It just made the whole process so easy to work with and deal with. Biggest thing for us now is just getting this thing back home, taking the big trek back up to Canada and getting this thing into service. So we're really looking forward to that. So thanks for watching and thanks for learning about our truck, and we'll see you later.